Last time on SLV, we set sail from San Cristobal to Isla Isabella with friends Nicole and Joel. It was only about 95 nautical miles and we had absolutely no wind, which meant we motored majority of the way, but really slowly to avoid arriving before the sun came up.
So tell me about your drone.
Last night I slept for the first half of the night and then I woke up at 1 because I had my earplugs in because we had the engine on and I heard someone scream out, "Riley!" like so loud. And it wasn't my voice, it was another girl's voice, so I thought it was Nicole's. And so I shot up, I was like, phew, ripped out my earplugs and I ran outside and everyone was asleep and it was dead calm and we weren't even moving, it was like we were going 1 knot. And I was like, oh god. That shit happens all the time. Lately, I think I'm really nervous for the big crossing and I'm like stressed out and I haven't been able to sleep that well. And weird things like that keep happening to me.
I had a dream, or I had like a, you know, lack of sleep induced nightmare that I was inside the chart plotter and we crashed, but it was okay because all that happened was it went from a blue to a yellow colour. Like so, instead of sea, now you're on land. You could just keep sailing around on land. And we were looking for Washington DC, and it was different islands that was Washington DC, and I found one island that was the security for defence or something like that, and we got out and started walking around on that island.
That's a cooler dream than mine. What about the other side of the dream?
Oh, and then this might be revealing a bit too much. I also had a dream, or the same dream, and my moustache was crooked. Because I'd like trimmed it and I looked in the mirror and it was like, I was really devo.
That's fun.
That was funny, that was awful.
A nightmare, would you say? Damn self-mystic. How do you feel this morning getting cameras pointed at you?
I feel like I'm suffering a real indignity. I've just realised that the masts that I could see are obscured by a bit of land, so it looks like they're tucked in and around, because the Galapagos Islands are notorious for their poorly protected anchorages, but I heard this one was good, and from the looks of it, it's quite good. You can see those, they're tucked right into like in behind a bit of reef and a bit of land there.
Yeah.
Could be alright.
Yeah.
We jumped in the water taxi and headed to shore to find some fun. It was Nicole and Joel's last few days on board and also Jolie's birthday.
Happy birthday, big fella!
Farther down and further off, slick plates react in circles, no cycles will be stopped. The movement from the center amplifies the end. You're in the open perfectly, but you will hide again.
I left my hat on the boat, so I had to buy it. We're going bike riding today. Thanks to Nicole and Joel for organising it. I actually like that hat. I don't mind it.
Frequencies frequently intervening, won't ask for hindrance. In moving on, I'm sure that there is healing. All of my life I've waited kind for something more. Sleep through the days and stay in line behind the door, behind the door.
Oh! I've just lost 2 thongs.
Oh my God.
One there and one there.
Will you just...
I wouldn't be putting
Oh, be careful, what's down there?
Oh, I don't know, something started I'm crawling around.
Oh my goodness.
You could have broken your ankles. What are the chances of both your feet falling down those holes?
Nah, no blowouts. Pretty scared though.
Alright, it's Jolie's birthday! Cheers!
Cheers, mate.
Aren't you going to put it in the glass?
Nah.
Salud.
Our friends Jessie and Neil from The Red Thread invited us over to their boat for sundowners.
Oh yeah, thanks for coming over.
God, that is sexy.
I'm very proud of these wines.
Yeah.
Very, very sexy.
Who's responsible for the rope coiling?
That would be me.
Yeah?
Oh.
Take a great deal of pride.
Happy birthday,
Salud.
Jolie.
Cheers.
Salud.
Jesus.
Was that tequila?
Rum.
Oh.
You got another generator down here as well.
That is our generator, yeah.
Yeah.
Or a generator.
So what kind of a boat is this, guys?
It's a Catalina Morgan 440.
I love it. And someone else does too.
Catalinas are really, really good, aren't they?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
They're well
Pretty
known
stout,
as being,
Yeah, the Morgans in particular, this boat was built when Catalina bought Morgan, and so for a couple of years they built these boats with like the robustness of the Morgan design and some of the creature comforts of the Catalina.
Oh.
So
Kind of best of both
kind of a
worlds.
marriage of.
Who's that Irish comedian that used to have the show in Australia? And he had the cooking show
Irish
and he'd go,
comedian.
I know.
I know exactly what you mean.
I reckon this is the best seat in the house to tell you
Yes.
the truth.
On
It
every
is.
passage. Right there.
And you can turn around and hang your legs over the back. That's what
Oh,
I like.
no way.
Swing my legs.
Especially when she gets seasick.
Did this come with a lot of...
I do. That's my
Did this
barfing
come,
seat.
like just
Yeah.
like overwhelmed
That's
by
an amazing
how
Put
barfing
myself
everything
in,
is, like,
lean over.
everything has its... If you go into Australia, there's a couple of spots that you absolutely have to go. One is Cow in South Australia.
Don't
Another
go
is
there.
the Kimberley,
Yes, go to the
Yep.
Kimberleys.
far north Western Australia, the most remote location on planet Earth.
Very cool.
Yeah.
He's not doing very good convincing remote location. The cow and Elena's response is don't go there.
Where you talking about?
The cow?
Cow.
So I don't know what you're saying. Is it cow? Cow?
Tell.
C-O-W-E-L-L.
Cow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell everyone what that is. No one has a clue.
That's where I was born. That's where the black stump is.
How many people live there?
Where the hell's a cow, mate?
It's where I was born.
Black stump.
Where would you say in Queensland, Joel?
The Whitsundays.
Yeah, the Whit
Yeah.
Sundays.
Heard.
Great Barrier Reef.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you're willing to brave the Bass Strait, I've heard that Tassie is really, really nice.
Yeah, we met
that's
a-
on my list.
We met a guy from Tassie when we were
All right. Happy birthday, Jolie. Blow out your candles to you. Happy birthday.
Blow it out now.
Oh.
Yeah, I did it.
Absolutely. Yeah, so we're gonna play Cards Against Humanity tonight. And I think essentially the gist is one person will draw a black card, like this, and they'll read TSA guidelines now prohibit blank on airplanes. The rest of us will all have white cards, about 10 of them in our hand. And you will choose out of yours the one you think best fits.
What did I bring back from Mexico? Sea of Troubles? We can eat shrimp for $4.99. A falcon with a cap on its head. A bucket of fish heads. Altar boys? Definitely, or we can eat shrimp.
Yeah, thanks, God.
Oh, you did whisper to her. You did not!
What never fails to liven up the party? Seeing grandma naked? An ugly face?
Got me, mate.
A monkey smoking a cigar? Drinking alone? Oh! Who
Grandma.
is the sad soul that put that down? Alright,
in my
What
window.
don't you want to find in your Kung Pao chicken? A micro pig wearing a tiny raincoat and booties! That's the winner! Who won? Who won? Who won?
That's huge.
We managed to drag ourselves out of bed in the morning and jumped on a dive boat that took us about 40 minutes south to an underwater dive site called Los Tuneles. We had to ride through some big surf to get there. Los Tuneles is a big bunch of caves that are home to many different species of marine life, all in the one spot. It truly felt like I was diving in an aquarium. Stay tuned as we prepare for the Pacific crossing. We pick up Riley's dad Tony, who will be joining us for the trip, and we celebrate our last supper on land before we spend a few weeks at sea.